So one of the world's most popular websites is trying to cash in through advertising. That's the disclaimer that was given to us by Limetown Jack, who posted this. And this is a CNBC article. So you know, let's do our thing here. Bye everybody! I'm leaving for the computer screen. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I really do. All right, let's scroll down. Hopefully we don't get any shitty pop-ups. Reddit, one of the world's most popular websites, is trying to cash in through advertising. All right, Reddit has been actively luring advertisers as it attempts to take advantage of its vast audience to build its business. The company owns one of the most popular sites on the internet, but hasn't topped $100 million in annual revenue until this year, according to people familiar with the matter. Reddit has indicated it wants to increase advertising across the site, including more display and mobile ads and sponsored opportunities. Which leads the question, will Reddit become the next MySpace? You know, if they really want to go that route with advertising, will they gut it the way what happened to MySpace happened? I don't know. And also, how cool and meta is it that we were doing a Reddit article via the Reddit subsection? That's pretty groovy and meta. Limetown Jack, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And we're looking at the article through my OBS system. This is a new chapter of Get Your News On with Ron. And, you know, I got to admit, I'm kind of excited. Reddit, the controversy-laden social media. What controversies do they have? Does anyone know what this is referring to? What controversy does Reddit have? I mean, there's a lot of... Everybody's on it, so you get a wide range of the spectrum of every point of view that's out there. And, you know, some of them are, you know, completely repulsive. You know, like white supremacy and stuff like that. But why does that... That doesn't mean the platform itself is controversial, right? It just means that everybody's on it. So you're going to see some... I mean, you could say that... I mean, if that makes it controversial, then YouTube is also controversial. Facebook is controversial. Every social media platform out there is controversial. Well, anyway, I don't know what that means. I guess it's not really all that important one way or the other. It has become a popular place for discussion on gaming, politics, pornography, and celebrity gossip, and it's now one of the 5 most trafficked U.S. websites. I really got to start using this subsection more. I think that's what it's telling me. But unlike the other top sites, which is Google, Facebook, and Amazon, all genuine mom-and-pop companies that have your best interest at heart, Reddit has a diminutive business limited primarily to banner ads and promoted posts. The 13-year-old company is now trying to expand and is making an aggressive push to get advertisers on board. Well, they could tap into the school of Mark Zuckerberg and say, hey, let's just sell people shit. Get information on them and sell their shit because they're dumb fucks. I'm Mark Zuckerberg. I will run for president and I will probably win because we live in the United States of amnesia. I really hope we don't see that guy become president, but anything's possible, my friends. In recent weeks, including at last month's Cannes Lions International Festival of Creativity, you know what I found out? Whenever I mispronounce something, you guys are going to see it like in real time. You'll be like, oh, Ron shit the bed on that pronunciation. He did an absolutely horrific job. It's almost like he didn't even try. Ron's a shitty reader. Hashtag. Let's reader. I said reader instead of reader. That was a genuine mispronunciation. I can own that one. Transgendered, I just said it fast and it sounded like transgendered. It was not. But reader, I totally did that. On Skeletor is a bad reader. That was me. That's what I did. All right. So representatives from a half dozen ad agencies told CNBC that they've been pitched by Reddit within the past year. All right, and they're going to help brand target users. That sounds like the most boring meeting on the frickin' planet. Getting a sales pitch by Reddit with half a dozen ad agencies. I know people find this stuff appealing and that it's in their blood. I find it to be the most boring shit on the planet. It's basically what it really is. A lot of these high-level ad agencies, basically their job is, how can we ruin art and make it shittier to make $1? That's really what they're doing. Like, how can we make art shittier for our bottom line? There's no, and when I was in graduate school, I did a communication program, and we had to take some quote unquote industry classes, which meant advertising and PR and other bullshit. And those were classes that I just had to get them over with so I could get my credits and get my degree. I hated those classes. One time we went to this ad agency. I'm not going to say their name, but not even because I'm worried about saying their name, but because it was a small agency in Pittsburgh, so no one would have heard of them. But they were talking about how they were doing this ad campaign for Ruby Tuesday, that shitty chain restaurant, and they wanted to get Gordon Ramsay on board with a promotion. And they said he's quote-unquote open to it. And I was just thinking, if Gordon Ramsay does this, I will lose all respect for him. I mean, and look, guilty pleasure, I like watching the guy's shows, okay? I've binge-watched Kitchen Nightmares. I've binge-watched, what's that Hell's Kitchen thing? I know it's all fake. I know it's all set up. But I like watching them cook, and I actually learn a thing or two from watching them. I will openly admit I learned how to cook scallops from watching Gordon Ramsay, and I make a mean scallop, you guys. I make a mean freaking scallop. I learned how to cook scallops from watching that show. No joke. So yeah, that's one of my guilty pleasures, cooking shows. I also like Anthony Bourdain stuff, which I'm late to the party on that. Some of you guys know that because we discovered his death on the show. But I have since gotten into some of his programming. Anyway, I was just in that meeting. This was years ago. So I think it's safe to say Gordon Ramsay has said no. Because this was back in 2011. I think if Gordon Ramsay said yes, the campaign would have happened by now. To my knowledge, it never did. So it looks like... Anyway, my point is, this meeting sounds totally shitty. Here are some of the clients here. Duracell, Toyota, Coca-Cola, and JetBlue. Hey, Duracell, hey, whenever you're posting your news articles on the Reddit, whenever you're sharing your discussions, you really need a solid battery. You really want to have a good battery for your brain and a good battery for whatever products you have that take our battery. So it's like your brain in the chat room, Duracell. There we go. I just did their job for them. That can be your dumb marketing banner, Duracell. Toyota, Coca-Cola, and JetBlue. Hey, whenever you wanna hang out for long periods of time on Reddit, you need to be caffeinated, right? So drink Coca-Cola. There's caffeine in it, and a bunch of sugar. Coffee or tea would work better and would be a much healthier alternative than this shit that you can also clean your toilet with. But whatever, it's tasty, sort of. If you get the Mexican kind that's actually made with cane sugar. There we go. I just made an ad for Coca-Cola too. And JetBlue. Hey, do you want to meet your fellow Reddit people? Well, they live all over the country and the world, so take one of our planes to go meet them. And Toyota. Hey, if you can't afford a flight, you can just drive to meet your fellow Reddit people. There we go. I just did it for them. I just did a marketing campaign for every one of those companies. And it took a matter of minutes. So there we go. There are some shitty, insipid, uninspired advertising campaigns for Duracell, Toyota, Coca-Cola, and JetBlue. I will require $1 million in consulting fees from each company, and I will be retiring as of Tuesday. Right? Because I just got $4 million. I'll still do the show whenever I feel like it, and I'll tweet about it, and I'm just going to tour. That's honestly what I would do. If I had enough money that I never had to work again, I would still do stand-up because I love it, and I would just go around the world doing stand-up, and any money I made I would just donate to like a worthwhile cause. And I would like find out which are the best nonprofits out there. I would give some, Mel, who was on the show yesterday, I'd give a lot of money to Mel because he's really doing some good work. He's helping homelessness in LA. I would give him a bunch of money, and then I would give money to help Mel make his thing national so that there can be a bunch of other Mels in other cities. I would fund efforts to have municipal broadband all around the country. I would do what I could to try to end poverty in the United States. I would try to do a lot in my backyard. Anyway, man, we really went off on a tangent. I don't know why I'm doing this because clearly none of these companies are going to give me my $1 million in consulting fees. So, yeah. Anyway. Google, meanwhile, made a fuck ton of money. Do we really need to summarize? Yeah, Google's rich. Did anyone forget about that? Yeah, Google's rich. All right, so I guess Reddit's going to be doing more advertising stuff. And will it be terrible and completely ruin the platform? Hopefully not. I like Reddit. You guys like Reddit. Our subsection's pretty active. I'll be honest, I'm not super fluent in Reddit. I'm still learning it. But, yeah, Reddit, right on. So we'll see what happens there right now. And you know what? Again, Limetown Jack, I really dig the meta-ness of what you did there. You submitted an article about Reddit to the Reddit subsection. I dig it. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.